ears. That's uncomfortable.
Josiah said it's fine.
Yeah.
It really actually is.
Did it hurt?
No. You should try it. No. Well, hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to You Do Not Even Know. I am Josiah Brainerd.
I'm Jordan Brainerd.
Hi.
Tried to sweep in there.
And over there is Justin Brainerd.
What's up?
That's our song.
I feel like I haven't seen you guys in 100 years.
It's been a hot minute.
And I you know, and since we the last week, can I honestly tell you that my tummy has not been the same since we had Chinese food.
I actually 100% believe with you. I feel very different. It's still
like I am the inside of me is still in Beijing time. So I've been waking up in the middle of the night to go.
So what actually happened with me is in the back of the bottom of my throat. There's like it feels like I need to swallow.
You still have some sticky rice.
Like there's like sticky rice stuck in there.
You didn't go with your body's natural reflex,
but it's
I did.
Yeah, I need to juice cleanse. I've never thought that I needed to juice cleanse, but I need.
I feel like I just need to go drink.
I need to do
about
a bag diet
of Epsom salts.
I actually just bought a bag of Epsom salts yesterday.
Take 2 tablespoons of it, dissolve it in a warm glass of water, and drink it.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I don't think you're supposed to swallow it.
Yeah, you're not supposed to swallow it.
See, you guys are actually super wrong. That's actually its intended purpose is a laxative.
Really?
It's not like on the bag. It has like directions for being a laxative, and then it says like also you can use for soaking.
What I would like to do
is 2 tablespoons.
Instead of having 2 tablespoons of it, I would like to have about a pint, and then just completely just renew just whatever is in there right now, from starting at about like my sinus cavity.
Well, let me tell you from experience that 2 tablespoons does a real good job.
Okay, well then, point taken.
I did it. And without getting too graphic.
Sorry.
So that's just that thing on the show.
Yes, which I do not wish to be. But
I don't want to be too graphic, but I did 2 tablespoons of it one night, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this in the evening. So
I would like to reintroduce some Murica. Like, basically, I've been doing, I have something, like, whenever I have an upset tummy, I do this thing called coffee and apples. And then if I have about 6 of each...
At
then
same time,
I'm healed, right? Just like
6 apples a day keeps the doctor.
It's like scrubbing your like with like Lysol and Ajax, like that's
the apples are the scrubber and the coffee is the Ajax.
Exactly, yeah. So we have the solvent and the roughage, So and that's oh, hang on, that's my phone. My phone is off now.
Wait, let me exhale again.
But that definitely I still am definitely recovering.
So from now that it's been a week or
my vengeful reaction to Jordan's.
What was worse in the long run?
Oh, definitely that egg you made me eat. Oh, I still to this day like you less, like in a really tangible way.
That's why he doesn't look at Christy
my
anymore.
opinion of you has never gone back to where it was before you made me eat
I didn't make you do anything.
Duck baby eyeballs.
Well, you see,
I
feel differently.
Okay.
I feel like Chinese food night was much worse than Filipino food.
Because Josiah didn't really eat much during Filipino night.
That's not true.
Did you eat the beef blood?
I tasted every piece of that Filipino food night.
When I ate the beef blood and I tasted pennies, like like when you have a bloody nose and it was dripping in the back of your mouth.
Yeah,
I can never.
That is the one.
I can't come back.
That is the beef blood. Yeah,
I fed you guys a rice ball and noodles.
Well, those were
blood.
some really stinky noodles, Justin.
Really spicy.
I'm saying a shoot of bamboo isn't like, hey, have some congealed blood. I'm just saying the amount of equivalency.
I'd rather eat literally anything that happened on Filipino food night than stinky noodles again.
Really?
Yeah.
The stinky noodles weren't even that bad.
No,
The stinky noodles, I
would eat them.
Smelled
I would eat those tonight.
Okay, I'll go get you some. Like, they were so much pee-pee. Like, I still smell it. Like, thinking about it right now, I just envision a men's restroom. Like, that's all I could smell for days.
I have never I don't think in my adult life been at the table eating something and then thrown it up from my throat.
I just can't believe that here's a ball of rice, guys, is worse
It was the stinky noodle
than
the texture of the ball of rice.
It's noodles and rice. It's the two most benign thing in the world, and you fed me fetus and blood, and I'm supposed to believe that egg noodle and rice is.
It's not about
this,
what it. No,
this is why every listener within the sound of my voice is like, "Wow, that's true." Justin's really right about this.
It's not about what it is. It's about how it tastes,
and it's also about how it's prepared.
Yeah,
everything you fed us had been sitting on a shelf for 10 months fermenting.
Yeah, but speaking of interesting food and delicious food.
Oh my gosh.
World citizenship.
Yes.
Yes. And being cultured.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a new restaurant in town.
Oh, and it's more like many restaurants in a food court style.
We have a new restaurant.
Yeah, we have a new town of restaurants.
We have
yes.
Because it takes a village to feed us.
Yes. It's called Cravings.
Yeah.
In Chino Hills, California. Actually, I think it's technically Chino still, but
it is Chino.
It is definitely over there by the Chino Hills town.
Yes.
It is the greatest invention that man hath ever wrought upon this earth.
It's super yum.
So
I've been there 3 times now.
So what it is it is opened by 99 Ranch.
Mm-hmm. They are sponsoring.
They own it.
Yeah. And 99 Ranch was the sponsor of our previous episode.
Yeah.
Yes. And so half of it,
not a sponsor.
It's split down the middle. Half of it on the left-hand side when you walk in is shopping.
A highly curated 99 Ranch shopping experience.
Yes.
Like grocery store shopping.
Yes.
It's a grocery store, and then you have all this
pure
super
environment.
You have super Asian food. You have bok choy, and
next
you have
to oatmeal.
Yeah, and then right next to it is like Thrifty's ice cream.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure why that. Why am I going to 99 Ranch for Thrifty's ice cream?
They also have like Yoplait yogurt.
Yeah, there's like just random like down the middle everything, and then you go park your cart once you're done shopping. Park your cart, and then you go eat at any of probably what is it? 6 restaurants?
Sure, we'll call it 6.
8.
I mean 1, 2, 3,
There's
4,
probably
5,
8,
6,
9,
10,
10.
I think.
Just keep counting.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And we've all been there multiple times.
Yep.
Christy loves it. She's Filipino. I love it because they have French fries
They do have French fries
that are delicious.
Shoot,
Wait, which French fries did you eat?
The stoner fries.
Stoner fries from Dos Chinos.
Not because I have anything to do with anything else regarding stone.
So, I have never had the stoner fries from Dos Chinos, and I need to try it because I had the dynamite fries.
Oh, those
from
were
where?
too spicy. I said
from Oi, and if you go there and they say they have dynamite sauce, which basically means
Oh, I've had those. They're on the sweet potato fries, right?
yes,
Yeah.
So the dynamite sauce is basically aioli and sriracha, right?
Yeah. It's a little hot.
It's sriracha.
Yeah.
And they put this on the fries, and it's sweet potato fries with rock salt on them, or who knows what. But I still, to this day, after having had sweet potato fries from at least half a dozen different places,
Eureka.
I have yet to be impressed and been grateful that these were sweet potato fries.
So
They're always limp and sad.
I feel exactly the same way. Sweet potato fries are never good.
And it's not like I've never
Period.
tried them. I'll have them, and I'll be
Eureka
like,
has the best sweet potato fries, but they're still not as good as normal fries.
I can't. I don't know. Sweet potato fries are never.
They're not
good.
even on your scale.
Yeah,
but
it's like I don't even care about them.
What I did is I walked up to Dos Chinos, my first time going there.
Sure.
And I said, "What would I like?" I was very nice to him. I didn't say it like that.
Yeah.
I said, "What would I like?" And he's like, and he kind of gives me this look.
Let me size you up, white boy.
And then he goes, "You'd like the stoner fries?" And I go, "What's on it?" And he explains. There's like 4 different meats,
There's
3
a lot of
different
meats.
cheeses,
Uh-huh.
and base of French fries and
And the French fries are crispy.
They're good. Not too crispy.
No, they're not crunchy.
They're crispy.
They're very well cooked.
I'm on the fence about the like very well done French fries. There's several restaurants that do it that way. Like Meat Cellar does the very well done, where they're almost orange, like they've been double fried.
I really like the crispy French fries. I
do.
Last time I went to Red Robin, I ordered them well done. Very much better than their regular amount of doneness. I would highly recommend.
Because it's a lot of potato inside.
Red Robin needs it because their French fry is
a steak
half
fry.
an inch thick.
Yeah.
So when you say well done, it's just barely making them crispy.
Yeah.
And then, where else have I gone? I've gone to Oi.
Yep.
Have you been to Oi? Did you have the burger?
No,
he
did not.
I did have 2 of their. No, I had the bowls. I had the Filipino bowls.
The burger from Oi is easily, without question. I ordered it, left the mushrooms on, an act which I have never done in my entire life.
This is because you're getting old and you can't taste anything anymore.
I can honestly say that their pickled red onion, gorgeous, magnificent burger that they serve at Oi is in the top 3 burgers, if not the top 2 that I've ever had.
Here's the thing. Christy has taught me about mushrooms. If they're prepared correctly, all they do is soak up the good flavors and then just hold them and give them to you. But if they're not prepared correctly, they taste like mushrooms and it's garbage.
So I went there. I've been there 3 times now. And the first time I went with my wife and we went crazy. We got a custard-filled churro stick thing from Pinky Promise that was absolutely delicious. And then we got a puffle cone from Black Cauldron with the signature Black Cauldron ice cream that was delicious.
Those are so good. I drove to Tustin for that one time.
Yeah. And
before
then
it was in Chino.
And then we went and got the stoner fries, which were delicious. And then we were too full to continue eating. So we left.
So you ate candy, and French fries.
Yes.
Okay.
That was dinner.
Ice cream.
Well, and then later that night we went and got sushi. But
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. Everything I ate that night was delicious. And then I've been 2 more times.
How do you eat sushi? You don't eat anything. Do you put ketchup on your sushi?
I've never.
No.
When Josiah said I ate sushi, I'm like,
I eat sushi, guys. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
He's very cultured now.
Yeah, I'm very refined.
This is weird, Josiah.
And
we're not just talking about burgers right
I
now.
have had the Oi burger. And not all to myself. I tried a couple bites of somebody else that had it when I went to lunch there the other day.
Gosh, I loved that thing.
Because I was a little afraid of it because it has the like pickled onions and the mushrooms and stuff that you just described.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I can commit to eating that for my lunch. Yeah. So, but
I thought for sure it was going to be boo-boo good, bad.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be gross.
Poo good.
And then the guy that had it was like, do you want to try it? And I was like, yes, I would love to taste a bite of this so I know if it is worthy or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it, and I completely agree with you. I've never agreed with you more. That burger with all of its things.
Yep. Everything that I would consider to be like a sin.
Yeah.
Like the pretzel bun and
the pretzel bun.
And the mushrooms.
The pickled, everything was like, no,
every other time those
things.
mushrooms are getting pushed off, I had it. I'm like, you know what? Let's be adventurous. New place.
That's good.
Let's give it one chance ever. You get one opportunity to wow me. And I could not eat it fast enough.
It was
because I told Justin the rule for a good burger is no substitutions, no changes. Because he said at Bruxy, he said, oh, well, you have to take this burger and change its bun out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no.
I agree with that 100%.
You can't just say, you need to walk up and say, I want this burger. You can't make your own. It's not build your own.
Unless it is a place like 50-50 where it is
The only reason I think that my rule is just fine is because if I have, let's say, if I'm going to spend $20 on a burger and I know if I tweak 1 or 2 things, I will have the most superlative experience money can buy, then, I mean, this isn't McDonald's. It's not a number 1, 2, or 3. If I know one way I'm going to miss out on a great experience. So here, let me give you my money for mediocre.
Well,
or
I agree with you there.
I'm like,
But I don't think you could say that Bruxy has the best burger when you have to tweak it a whole bunch to make it the best burger.
I agree with you you could get the best burger, but you can't put it on the best burger list then, because it's not, you're saying I'm this burger, this substitution. It's not the best burger anymore. They have good ingredients.
Well, like if somebody says I have $20 and I want the greatest experience I could put in my mouth, I'm like, okay, here's what you do. Step 1.
Well, so I'll say this: the Oi Burger,
phenomenal.
Definitely, hardcore agree. Top 3 somewhere. I don't think I've placed it yet, but
just blows something like Lucille's out of the water, right?
100% best burger in Southern California. Like, without going to Vegas, it is the best burger you could eat.
I have to go try this now.
You should. I would highly recommend it.
It is something.
It is very good.
Yeah. I might not put it over the top of like Wicked Cow, but it's super high.
Yeah.
Is it spicy?
No.
Okay.
Not. Lately, to be honest,
the pickled onions take the place of pickles. So
I don't even get a lot of pickle from them. I got mostly a sweet from them.
Yeah. Because they're red onions.
Yeah.
It's just, Jordan, it's wonderful.
It's super good.
Because if it's spicy, you know what I do?
They're basically salt and vinegar.
You send it back?
Well, not really. I just say no, thank you. I don't order it.
It's not spicy. But lately for me, I've been actually doing more spicy food, which is interesting for me. Like the other day when I went there, I went to the wings place and I got their honey sriracha wings, which were really good.
Just I never did spicy in the past.
I know. Like I said, I'm very refined.
Let's go get on a roller coaster right now.
No, thank you.
Not that. We haven't gotten there yet.
Oh,
yeah.
That's baby number 3. He evolves every time he reproduces.
It's a very fun place. We would all highly recommend it. Please go there. Please support it so it stays open so we can go there more.
Everybody go eat a Cravings Burger and just hashtag the heck out of me, because like this is, it was so mad crazy good. I would have that sucker.
If you go there because of us, let us know. I want to hear about it. Add us.
Yeah. But only if you liked it, because if you're just going to gripe, then
also, when they say, would you like a drink, complain that they don't have a soda fountain for a second.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the thing about Asian restaurants. Never, ever, ever, this is Sushi Restaurants 101.
Yeah.
No soda fountain. They walk up to you with a can of soda. They're like, here you go.
This is $1.50.
Here is a $4 can of Sprite. And then they give you a little cup of ice. You feel like you're on an airplane.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You get the $4 Sprite.
It's the experience.
And you're just okay, please light up the soda fountain. Like even Burger I Am in Eastvale, that was, mediocrity personified, had a soda fountain that you could walk up and say, how much do I want to fill my cup with? Okay, keep going.
Yeah.
But at this whole place, there was ramen,
they have
burritos.
They have a water fountain.
Everything. No soda.
So I actually have a bit of a story about that, because I believe in soda fountains. So when I got chicken the other day, I said, the lady asked me if I would like a drink, and I said, "Oh yeah, you guys don't have soda fountains here." "No, I'm good." And then I sat down and ate my food, and then I went back up to ask for a to-go box, and she's like, "Actually, can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Sure, how odd." And then she's like, "Why do you want a soda fountain?"
Who was?
Because I want soda.
Let me finish. And then I was like, "Well, I like to be able to decide how much soda I want to drink. I don't want to pay $1.50 for a can that when it runs out, I'm done. Odds are I'm only going to have 1 cup of soda, but what if I want a little more? I have that option at that point. I said I would pay $3 for a cup, for a refillable cup. And I said, in a perfect world, every place here would have a cup I could buy, and they would have a wall of soda fountain that the cup applies for, like the same cup applies for that for every place. And she's like, "Huh, I'm going to talk to my manager about that. That's a great idea."
How about that?
Yeah.
So, cash me outside.
So literally everyone, if you go there, mention it. They're
Bring
listening.
up the soda fountain. It matters, because all of these little places that are in there, inside of Cravings. First of all, Cravings, the whole store could go out of business. Like 90%, without exaggeration, of restaurants fail in the first year, right?
Yeah.
And then in the second year, 80% of those fail.
Yeah.
So within the first 2 years, there's basically, a very high chance that you're going to die. And then any one of those restaurants inside of Cravings, people just might not like.
Yeah.
So there's like double tier 90% chance you're going to fail for this place. So if somebody says, what would make me happier with coming here? Because freedom,
big gulp.
Freedom is choice, people.
Yeah.
And if I have the choice to be like, you know what, I had my cup of Coke, and I think I want a Sprite to go.
Yeah.
And it makes them feel good, and it costs you another 3 cents to fill up that cup, but it makes somebody want to come back tomorrow.
Yeah, and
with their family.
There'll be higher profit margins for them too.
Yeah.
They could charge me $3 and I would
Go
buy
ahead.
a cup.
Give me a $3 cup right now, and then I'll pass it around the 6 of us.
Yeah. But everybody would buy one then.
Yes.
I look around every time I'm there. Nobody has a can of soda in front of them.
Nothing.
No, but that's not the American way.
No.
The American way is an unlimited refillable cup.
Give me a gasoline car and a refillable soda cup.
Yep.
Like, get out of here.
Yeah, so please, if you go there, mention it. Do not buy a can and mention that if you had a soda fountain, I would buy one.
Yeah. And tell them not one of those stupid multi-select Coke machines with the touchscreen that works sometimes.
Those take too long, and it doesn't taste right because it's the same nozzle for all the different sodas.
Yeah,
so
you've just been spraying everything through the same spigot. Forget it. You say, get out of here, stupid Coke machine with the bad LG UI. I want a soda fountain.
Yeah.
I want to push that lever and pour out my Coke.
So tell them. They're listening.
Demand satisfaction.
Yep.
Amen.
So the Apple boys have an announcement on March 25th.
Speaking of apples and coffee.
Yeah, speaking of apples and coffee, Apple, the company, has an announcement on March 25th, which is going to be before this episode comes out. So they have already had an announcement. Wow. It's really exciting what they released. And
isn't that fantastic what they did?
If you're a prophet, Josiah.
If I'm a prophet and I know what they're going to release,
that's already been
released. They're gonna release their news service where you pay $10 a month and get access to all the news in the world on all your devices and whatever. And that feels like such a mediocre thing to me because who
YouTube
cares?
already exists.
But you could get a bunch of free news elsewhere. Like, who's going to pay for that? But I suppose there's a market for it. I guess
if it's done right, if the user interface is done right, people will pay for it.
Sure. I think they're gonna. I think and hope they're gonna release their AirPower thing that their wireless charging mat.
They announced that 4 years ago.
It was a long time ago. I feel like it's coming. I can feel it in the wind.
And I will. Me a new AirPod case.
I will buy it. I feel like they're gonna do the new AirPods 2.
What are those gonna have? I can't imagine what the AirPods 2 are gonna be.
They're gonna be better noise canceling. They're gonna be louder. And what was the other thing? Oh, the other. Maybe I've heard that they're going to be waterproof, which would just be the coolest thing in the world.
Are those going to be? Wait, they're going to release new AirPods that have noise canceling?
Yeah. The current ones do, but it's the worst.
They don't. So I'm looking into noise canceling headphones, and I found ones on Amazon for $50. Brief aside. So I found $50 noise canceling headphones with negative 28 dB noise canceling. Are they worth buying? They have 4.5 stars.
Sure.
It depends.
Give them the beauty of Amazon is returns. So just give them a try. If they are garbage, just
swing
return
them.
them.
Yeah, because there was ones
Are those
Sony.
non-returnable?
There were Sonys that were $250, and I'm like, they got the same number of stars as these other guys. So
give them a try.
Look up Sennheisers too. But yeah, give them a try. Read all the reviews and throw them away.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we'll have AirPods, AirPower.
Are we going to get that multi-charging mat that they promised us 2 years ago?
That is AirPower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what we've been describing.
Yep.
All right.
And probably their new movie streaming, TV show streaming service thing.
Oh, everyone's going their own service. I thought they already had iTunes.
They do, but it's going to be like a streaming service, like Netflix, but it's going to be
so you don't have
Apple
to buy
streaming. So
individually.
So will you be able to pay just like Apple Music streams the entire Apple Music library for $9 a month?
Uh-huh.
Will you be able to stream the entire iTunes movie library for $10?
I don't think that's how it works.
It should be.
That would be amazing. Everyone would buy that.
That would be it.
Genuinely, if that's what it was, and even if it was $20 a month,
gosh,
everyone would buy that.
There's
if it's
so
just
much on iTunes.
If they were just like,
Everything's
so
on iTunes.
if there is a piece of media on iTunes, pay us $20 a month and go for it.
Yeah, you could do $30 a month and literally everything. Music, movies, TV. If we have it,
Go for it.
go nuts.
It's just they should just make the little icon just like an unlock.
Yeah. And everybody would pay. Everybody would get. You would own the market. You could even make that $40 a month probably. And everybody.
It would just be shut up and
'Cause
take my money.
But then Disney would pull
every
their stuff
TV
off of
every
that.
TV show. Yeah, I mean everybody would start pulling their things from the iTunes store because nobody else would make money.
Yeah, because right now it's $20 to buy the movie.
Yeah.
And people still like buying it and having it on their Apple TV. And
Yeah, but if you could stream it whenever, who cares? But that won't ever happen just because of
That's
licensing
what
things.
happened with music, and they were like, they were like $10 a month. Please play anything,
Yeah.
and that's what Apple needs. It's not like the content they're making is going to be any good or unique or.
Well, yeah, I don't want them to spend money on don't spend this money on making your own content, Apple. Please take my money and just give me access to more content that I actually care about. Don't pull a Netflix and Hulu on me and make mediocre shows.
Hulu has garbage content.
Yeah,
Hulu-
I mean, there's probably
Hulu has some decent stuff.
You're wrong.
gosh. Out of all of the generated content from Hulu and Netflix, 5 to 10% of it is good.
Netflix has a higher percentage than Hulu does.
I would agree with that, but
And
it's.
Amazon's whatever.
I mean, Amazon has the Grand Tour, so
They do, and they did pay a lot for
They
that.
did the right thing there and pulled that because that is the only thing I watch on Amazon.
Jeff
Prime.
probably had to dip into his own pockets for that one.
Is like get them. Oh, I know. If they went to Netflix, there would be no reason for Amazon.
Yeah.
I just think that as everything is going away, like the top 2 things viewed on Netflix, top 2, what are they?
The Office
Yes,
and Friends.
yes. The top 2 things. So as NBC Universal is just going its own way,
They are?
and Disney is going their just like CBS
gosh.
has their own thing. So
Why is everyone dividing?
well, it's going to be the new cable, right? So we told cable companies for decades when there was no streaming.
Yeah.
Okay. It was all over the news that people wanted an a la carte cable service, which is can I just buy one channel? I only watch the Discovery Channel and Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I just want to buy
Can I
two
just
channels
buy
at $5 a piece.
Yeah,
or,
just sell me these 2 channels, please. And the cable channel said, like, we're the only game in town. Forget it. Like, just
then
stick it. And then so everybody
the beauty of the free market.
everybody went to Netflix. Netflix just started buying all the reruns of everything that was garbage. And then they turned all the garbage reruns of everything that wasn't new into Nostalgiapedia. And everybody tunes in for every night for their background white noise generator before they go to sleep, and then just ad nauseum plays because everybody says like, God, my gosh, NBC is just completely dead and nobody watches NBC anymore. But unfortunately, NBC produced Parks and Rec, which I guess people think was good. They produced Cheers. They produced
Didn't they? Was that 30 Rock? Was that NBC?
30 Rock. They produced The Office. They produced. I mean, you have this huge list of shows where NBC every once in a while hits gold that people want to watch for 10 years. And then, so now you have how many of these shows?
What about How I Met Your Mother?
How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, they have great old TV shows.
Yes. Nothing now.
Nothing right now.
But they just hit pay dirt like how many times, and then people just so now NBC Universal is like, we should probably be the ones that people are paying $5 a month for that. And then all the Disney stuff is going away, obviously.
Yeah.
So my Netflix account right now just went up from $11.99 to $12.99 for 2 screens. So
You took it down to one screen.
when the Disney service is going to be $6
What?
and Netflix is $12.99, but it has no NBC because Disney is Fox now. So all the Fox stuff is going away to Hulu. And at what point do you go, they have nothing?
Yeah.
And then
all they have is
So they make a bunch
their
of
own
Netflix
content.
original, but it's not enough. You say Stranger Things was great, but is it $12.99 at that point?
And once
Not
you've
a
already
month.
watched it, it's like, well,
And then if you're Disney, well, they're like, we have all of Marvel and not the Star Wars originals because those guys
And
are with TBS now.
How many Netflix users are just for the kids?
Yeah, how many people?
Just Mickey's Playhouse all day long.
Because if you're just a passive watcher, you want all the NBC stuff that you could put on in the background and go to sleep to.
If you're a parent,
then you want all
Mickey's
of the
Playhouse.
Disney stuff, and you say, please turn on, Disney Plus, and away, and you're like, what? I could save for half the cost. I could get all of my Disney content.
Yeah.
They're ending the Vault program, which you know what the Vault is, right?
No.
yeah.
Okay, so every 15 years, a show comes out and it's released on DVD or Blu-ray, and then after a month and a half, it goes back into the vault, and that you can't buy 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
You can't buy it on DVD or Blu-ray until it got cycled out of the vault every 20 years.
Okay.
So once every 20 years, select movies would get rotated out, and you could actually purchase them.
That's why they had that Disney Movie Pass thing where it was like a DVD subscription where every month you would get a Disney DVD in the mail.
From the vault, yeah. So they're ending that just so they're like, look, if you want to buy anything, because you know what's happening to their content on iTunes and stuff, it's all going away. And
iTunes too?
If you want to watch Disney movies, you're going to go to the Disney streaming service and you're going to click play.
Yep. Because that is where everything is.
And
everything's a subscription nowadays.
And just do you guys remember Blu-ray versus HD DVD?
Yep.
Just it's whoever Disney picks.
Pretty much.
Disney said, we're going Blu-ray, and then HD DVD just dissolved.
It just crumbled.
Poof.
Yep.
So
it's the biggest dog.
And Disney just happened to buy all of the IP, and you would even say Netflix has, let's say Netflix has created some great shows, right? But that's how much have they had to jack up their subscription service to make some good television?
I mean, they did make Fuller House.
They made Fuller House, but is that enough if you're that subscriber?
Super good.
So if you want to watch Fuller House, is that a reason not to go over to
I
Disney?
would pay $12 a month for just to have Fuller House.
There you go. Would you pay, if you start on Fuller House, would you pay $500,000 to get your kid into USC?
That's really funny.
Oh, gosh.
That's a news reference.
Yeah. That's super relevant.
Jail! Sorry. So, moving on.
Okay. Well,
I'm just saying, everybody get ready to subscribe to Disney Plus.
Yeah, everybody-
because they own
Is that what it's called?
everything.
Is that what it's going to be called? Disney
I think
Plus?
so.
I don't actually know that.
Okay.
But it
I don't
could
know.
be.
So Apple, which has no IP, is
Yeah.
now going to launch their thing,
I'm
and they're
very
going to beg
interested-
everybody else to come play in their sandbox.
I'm super interested to see what Apple's thing turns into because I don't know what they're going to put on it.
and
Because everybody's doing their own thing. So what's Apple gonna do?
you're not going to talk Disney into playing nice with you. You're not going to talk CBS into playing nice with. No, they were in talks with CBS.
Yeah.
I apologize. You could watch Star Trek Discovery, and you and 6 other people could watch that show. But essentially,
It has to be the same episode.
Netflix
Same time.
was very clear. Never ever. We're not going to play nice. Their CEO is like, no, I don't want to be a part of Apple's little playground.
Yeah.
Get out of my way. So, and all
But-
Apple wants to do is give you one single login to view all of your media, and you just speak into your remote and you say, I want to watch something funny. And then stuff from Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, CBS streaming, it pulls up any comedy from all of those. That's Apple wants to be that hub, and everybody else
They're headed in the right
is
direction.
refusing to cooperate.
They're headed in AI direction.
Ugh.
But just be ready to drop your Netflix account, everybody. Just make them understand that they've made a boo-boo by trying to make their own content instead of just paying more for content that everybody actually wants to watch.
But we do enjoy Stranger Things. Josiah doesn't.
Well, I
But-
mean, name another Netflix original that you enjoy. That's what I thought. There isn't one. That's it.
They bought Norm Macdonald.
Oh, I really liked Black Mirror.
Yeah, that had a bunch of inappropriate stuff in it.
Black Mirror?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So
It
is annoying
I've never seen Black Mirror.
it is annoying how much inappropriate stuff Netflix has to add into every show.
I I actually have encountered far less inappropriateness on Netflix because I don't watch their dramas. Like if you watch a historical drama on Netflix, there's definitely going to be inappropriate content for younger viewers.
Original Netflix original.
Yes, if there's a Netflix original and it's a historical drama, just expect it to be all over the place.
Yes.
And but when I tune in and I turn on like a cartoon that's a Netflix original, then it's pretty much safe. So I guess it's just what you're trying to see on Netflix.
Yeah, what is it? The Annie? Well, I don't remember. Little ginger girl.
I don't know.
Kimmy Schmidt.
No, she's actually a child.
Oh,
they like
the Orphan Annie.
Yeah, and they like made her story all jacked up.
Oh, see, I found something. There was this one time I was looking for a comedy, and then I clicked on Amy Schumer, and
why
it wasn't funny at all. So then I just stopped watching after.
And then I unsubscribed from Netflix.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so
that was the day.
I really did.
One down.
I told them. I said because it's like, why are you leaving us? Netflix says that to me.
You keep raising your prices.
And I said it's because you keep putting garbage on.
Yeah.
You keep making garbage content.
It's bad.
And I'm leaving because of it.
Yeah.
I said that in detail of what I thought was garbage, but I won't blast them right now.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
So Justin saw Captain Marvel. How was it?
Are you done talking about apples?
I mean, we've talked about apples for a while now. Did you have more to talk about?
So I wanted to add that they're going to announce that their Mac Pro is going to be able to be their new version of Mac Pro.
Please tell me it's not a trash can.
Which is beautiful. No. Sorry, iMac Pro.
Oh, yeah.
The iMac Pro.
Those are great.
They're going to let a select group of people see the Mac Pro behind a black curtain. So their modular Mac Pro is like waiting for them to show like the inner circle of media.
Modular?
Yeah.
Like what we talked about?
iMac Pro or Mac Pro? You keep mixing up all your words.
The modular Mac Pro, the top tier of the top tier desktop.
The Mac Pro Mini.
Yes, the Apple Core, the Apple Seed. They're gonna show that to like 5 or 6 people behind a black curtain at this event.
Doubt it.
And they're all gonna ooh and ah. It was actually on Mac 24/7.
Okay.
But the iMac Pro is going to be updated so that you can expand your memory in your machine to a 256 gigabytes for the low price of $5,200.
Well,
so if you have
that much
all
RAM,
of the money,
is genuinely expensive.
Yeah,
sure. If you're doing a task and you're like, I need 256 gigabytes of RAM, you're probably doing something where money isn't an object and you're not paying for your own computer.
When you're doing 8K video all the time,
you still don't need 256 gigs of RAM.
No, you need an external graphics card.
Let me tell you from experience, nobody needs that much RAM in their desktop computer.
I actually was editing video on After Effects, and it wasn't banging away on my video card, but it did hit on my memory pretty hard, and I doubled my RAM, and it made it go faster.
Yeah, 100%. Video editing needs a lot of RAM.
Okay,
there's no question there.
Okay,
but nobody needs 256 gigs in their desktop right now.
Yet, yeah. And now you can get an external graphics card.
How much do you need? Like if it's not 256,
if you're doing I could
4K
64?
video.
64.
I could see somebody 64 easily. I could see somebody using 128.
Okay, but 256 is just
256
obscenity.
You're just being a tool. Like you don't need
that's
that
the
much.
Apple market. It's just all the people that have tons of money to go
256 gigs of RAM in my computer.
I'll pay an extra $2,000 to have a black computer.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of really expensive for something nobody needs, I went and saw Captain Marvel the other day.
Oh my gosh. Let me start. I just have one pre-question to all of your answers.
Okay.
Was it good?
So
is it worth seeing in theaters? Just straight yes or no. Should I bother seeing it in the theater?
It is a Marvel movie, so we don't have to completely discount it right away.
Okay. have you seen all of the other Marvel movie theaters in theater?
Like
Marvel movies.
Ant-Man and Ant-Man and Wasp and all
have
those?
you seen all of the others?
No.
Okay. What did you skip?
Ant-Man and Wasp.
You know what's weird? I actually skipped Ant-Man.
The Iron Soldier.
I actually wanted to go see Ant-Man, and I was like, we should go see this because it's a Marvel movie.
I still haven't watched Ant-Man.
And I skipped Ant-Man and the Wasp. But then I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp on DVD, home box office. And
what was that?
I watched it.
Sure.
I watched it on DVD later. And Ant-Man and the Wasp deserves far more credit than it gets.
It's great.
Okay, I'll watch it. Sure.
I enjoy.
But what about Captain Marvel? Is it good?
So, do you like Thor 1? Like, would you say Doctor Strange is good?
I liked Doctor Strange. I enjoyed that, but I think that's because I have a huge man crush on Benedict Cumberbatch.
Okay. Did you like Thor 2?
Thor 2 was, I think that was my least favorite Thor.
That was a medium.
Did you like Iron Man 3?
No.
Okay. It's about in that range.
So I will not see
introducing characters slowly.
And, everybody, blames it from being unamusing. So there's plenty in the movie that happens that's interesting. The only thing that isn't interesting in the movie is the main character, who has...
Is she more or less emotionless than the girl from Twilight?
She is about the same. That's actually a great example. Thank you very much for proctoring that particular just emotionless wooden Pinocchio of a stump in your lead actress. I think that Kristen Stewart,
I think
Kristen,
we'll go with Kristen.
Kristen something.
Kristen Stewart.
Yes. She had approximately the exact level. Okay, so Captain Marvel either looked super impressed with herself, like she would shoot something with her arm energy beam bolts, and
did they come out of her hand?
Then
or did
she would
an extra piece.
No spoilers.
Okay.
She would do the
This is great audio, so just keep it up.
She would do the little half grin, self-impressed,
just like when you make a 3-point from, you do a half court shot and you're like,
and you swish. It's
nice.
that. It's exactly what it's the understated swish. I just made and you're like, I knew I'd make it.
Yeah, and you have that totally I do that all the time, no big deal look on your face.
Yeah, the no big deal.
But when it was her first shot, that's what it is. It's a no big deal smirk.
Yeah.
Okay. And she has quizzical and she has angry. So if she either has hunting for something, self-impressed, and then mad at somebody, that, there's only 3 emotions that we get ever. And it's fun to see Agent Coulson. It's fun to see, various Nick Fury. The cat was overrated. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, the cat is so much fun. The cat's okay. I mean, you're never like, oh my gosh, I hope the cat gets its own movie someday. No, and you see it. The jet they're always flying around in Captain Marvel, the Quinjet.
The Quinjet, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You see a Quinjet before it was a Quinjet.
Okay, so it's a lot of because I heard it was set in the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of the pre stuff.
She falls into a blockbuster, and so the premise of the movie, she's lost her memory.
Sure.
She thinks somebody is sneaking up on her, and she blows the head off of a cardboard cutout.
Whoa.
And it's Arnold Schwarzenegger from the movie True Lies. Okay. So it's
all these throwbacks.
It was just a meta reference to she's being lied to. Oh, who will she believe? And then the villain ended up being disappointed. Can I just say, I've had it up to about my eyeballs with putties being the last boss in a movie.
What is a putty?
Explain the word putty.
Okay, so in the television show Power Rangers,
okay,
the fodder villain,
explain the word fodder.
So fodder is just something that's there, so the you're never going to lose to it. It's a weak little. It's basically a targeting dummy that the protagonists get to punch and do karate to.
Yeah, it's like the practice boss.
Yeah, but a targeting dummy is it's not even going to hit you. It's just a wooden pole with two arms that stick out, right? It's not ever going to swing back.
Yeah.
Putties in Power Rangers, every time a bad guy showed up, he would have these little clay or rock monsters that would never, ever hurt the main protagonists. And they would fight, and the main protagonist would do karate stuff, and then all the putties would die. So they're basically just villains that are there to be beat up, and you never feel like the hero is in any danger.
Okay.
So an example of this is like when when Thanos lands in Wakanda in Infinity War, and all the fodder villains come pouring out of the spaceships. You never felt like anybody was going to be hurt by. But when the guy that could move stuff with his mind and he captured Doctor Strange,
he was scary.
That felt dangerous, right? It felt like there was genuine concern that something was going to go sideways very quickly.
Yeah.
If we didn't do something.
So what does that have to do with Captain Marvel?
Okay, so Captain Marvel, all of both sides, everything that happens in this movie, the only foe you ever see is putties, which are just expendable villains.
There wasn't like a big villain that she had to fight?
No. And I'm not saying big villains are the answer to everything, because there's big villains in Batman vs. Superman. You have the big giant cave troll at the end.
Yeah.
Or at the end of Wonder Woman, you have the big giant metal cave troll.
Well, I'm not looking for like a genuinely large... I was just thinking like a powerful villain that actually put up a fight.
Something like that.
But it wasn't a mirror match the whole time either.
Yeah, so
like normal starter movies.
Yeah, the ending fight of The Last Jedi was against expendable villains that nobody had ever seen. So I'm concerned with Captain Marvel because we never really got... Half of it was her just like super sleuthing her own identity, but there was no cumulative... Everything she had to fight was 10 times weaker than she was. It would be like Superman fighting Batman. Like you know that he's just he's just going to curb stomp him, and then it's going to be over.
Yeah.
That's
obviously that's what would happen.
You never felt like Captain Marvel was ever at any point in danger, so you're just like, well, I don't really know.
Is her name in the movie Captain Marvel?
Her name in the movie, did you see? Her name in the movie is...
Like, is that how they refer to her in the movie, is Captain Marvel? Like, there's Captain America. Is she in movie Captain Marvel, or is that like...
What is her name?
Is that too meta?
Can I... Spoilers?
Sure.
I don't care.
Okay, so spoilers. So her name is Carol Danvers.
Okay.
But she gets her dog tags blown off, and when the aliens abduct her, they only see like a fragment of dog tag that says Vers. And so they just call her Vers forever because they think that's her full name, and she never corrects them for the next however many years she's with them.
So nobody calls her Captain Marvel.
But
that was a big spoil, though.
I can't remember if somebody calls her... We learn that the person that she was trying to save was called Marvel, which they gender swapped Marvel, whatever. But Carol Danvers being Captain Marvel, I'm not sure if she's ever...
Where does Marvel come from?
I think does Nick Fury call her Captain Marvel?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I have to watch Captain Marvel again to find out where somebody actually calls her in...
Like, where does that word...
story.
In fiction.
Where does the word originate in the fictional world?
Captain Marvel?
No, Marvel.
Oh, man. I wish... I see, now it's going to haunt me because I...
All right, well...
It was some
homework for you.
There was some association with her airport. Anyway,
I finally found something that Justin doesn't really know.
We find out that she gets her powers basically from Infinity Stones. So, like, her being strong isn't... unlike Rey in the Star Wars canon,
Or
there's
it's a
no
mystery.
reason for her to be powerful.
Yeah.
Whereas Captain Marvel literally was infused. You know how Bruce Banner got infused with gamma radiation and it turned him into the Hulk?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
She wasn't infused with gamma radiation. She's infused with Tesseract radiation. And she's ridiculously powerful after drinking Infinity's
Where
gem.
had she been this whole time? Because if that was in the 90s, like, and I'm assuming she's going to be in the next Avengers movie.
It's just like why Hawkeye was.
She's continuing to fight against the people she fought in this movie far, far away.
Oh, so she's just off on another planet somewhere.
Well, no, but multiple, like, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 jump points away,
Okay.
fighting more of those bad guys, making them go away.
Sure.
And,
okay.
you know, she's off doing good things. And then instead of calling her to help us in Avengers 1 or Avengers 2 or Civil War,
Yeah, thanks.
Nick Fury.
Thanks, Obama.
Nick Fury waited until the very last second to be like, yeah, we're dust. And technically, since he snapped and it affected the whole universe, like, she could have been snapped just as easily as any other person.
Yeah, I don't know why Nick Fury would have waited. Like,
And there's no guarantee that the snap was like exactly 50% of every planet. It's just like this random distribution
it
throughout the
literally
entire
could have
universe.
been 100% of Earth.
100% of the Earth. If there's trillions of people in the universe,
Yeah.
then all you know, or 100% of America could have easily, like, 300 million people.
Yeah,
like,
out of trillions.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's not that hard of odds to extrapolate.
And you look at the odds of just the superheroes, right?
Yeah.
Like, the majority, if you were a phase 2 superhero, there was like a 90% chance that you're gone.
Yeah.
So the distribution of snappages, not super even at all. So probably the only reason, and I'm like, wait a minute, hang on.
Let me do some calculations with my fingers.
Carol was a phase 3 superhero, and how many superheroes were introduced in phase 3 that actually lived? Who was
else?
introduced in phase 3?
Who's going to call Captain Marvel?
Was Doctor Strange
Because
phase 3 or phase
Nick Fury
2?
is gone, right? He got snapped.
Yeah, he is. Who was going to call Captain Marvel?
Who's going to call Captain Marvel?
He did at the end. He clicked his
Oh,
beeper.
is that who he was? That's right. I remember that.
Yeah,
Never
remember
mind.
the little wing?
That's right. He was like, come, I'm dead.
Yeah. Go ahead. And then he blooped her, and then she gets to Earth.
Yeah.
And then did you watch the trailer for...
I didn't. I need to.
Okay,
I'm not anti watching trailers like Jordan has become.
Yep. I'm not anti.
Apparently, the
it's
directors of the...
Endgame.
What's this Endgame?
Yeah.
Just announced on the news, they told people in an interview, yeah, we've released fake footage for trailers.
Well, that's what they did for the first Thanos movie too.
Yep.
Like Hulk wasn't running across the field. Like,
or when Hela broke Mjolnir in Ragnarok, like, she didn't do that in the city, she did it in Norway.
yeah,
So
They do like throwing everybody for a loop with the trailers.
isn't that great?
yeah,
Which is like, I feel cheated. I'm like, wait,
but it's
what?
not the trailer's job to.
See,
the
that's
trailer's
where-
job is to get me excited.
That's
not
where-
to tell me what's going to happen.
They're doing a great job because I'm anti-trailers because of spoilers, and now
Yeah.
they're unspoiling it.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? You could watch the trailer. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
the best.
I'm thrilled that trailers mean nothing except hype.
Yep.
That's all I want them to do.
They're just a banner and
Just
a way
be something for me to post.
to get the date on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Aladdin trailer has done nothing but be like, don't go see this movie. Do not see this movie. Yeah, like if trailers are supposed to cause hype now, if that's their singular purpose, and I can tell you that the Will Smith genie, which is the thing that everybody complains about, is the thing that I am least worried about. Like, name something else in Aladdin. I'm more concerned about that than Will Smith's genie.
Yeah.
Justin's worried about them getting rid of Jasmine.
Like, they have, like, cultural appropriation. They have a white person playing Jasmine. And
What?
they have somebody, they have, like, this tiny,
That's
mousy
appropriation.
little beta male playing Aladdin, who, the thing about Aladdin in the cartoons was, even though he was poor, he oozed confidence. This new Aladdin does not. And Will Smith's genie is actually, if you get over the weird CGI, which is kind of in its proto-formal form right now because they're still tweaking stuff.
Yeah.
You got to figure that ILM, the same people that, made Star Wars, are going to be able to get Genie right by the time they release this film.
Yeah.
So when they, in a trailer, and you can watch it, he says, well, Aladdin's like, I want you to make me a prince. Same line as the
cartoon.
Who was the original Genie?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Same line as the original 1993 Aladdin, and Will Smith looks at him and he's like, okay, there is a lot of flexibility in will you make me a prince? Do you mean make me a prince? And he goes like poof, and a prince appears on a cliff right next to them. He's like, do you want to see my stuff? Like, there's some genuinely good drops this new Genie does. And I'm like, that's downright clever. And you get like, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith charisma. You get like Hitch charisma in the Genie, and I'm like, all right, let's do this thing. You know,
has everybody watched that new Toy Story 4 trailer?
Have not seen it. Will not see Toy Story 4. They told me it was ending at 3.
Yeah, well, they're a bunch of liars. Let's get over it.
Do you want to see Toy Story 4?
I'll see. I think I will like Toy Story 4 more than I like Toy Story 3.
Did you cry for Toy Story 3?
That's not difficult.
Yeah. Toy Story 3 was just, I think it was just a movie to tug on everyone's heartstrings. Like, that was the intent of it. Like,
they're saying that's what Toy Story 4 is more of the same.
But I don't know. I think it's going to be better. I like the sport guy. I think he's cool.
Woody doesn't know if he wants to be a toy anymore.
Well,
Woody wants to be a real boy.
Oh my gosh.
Woody wants to go get a real job at an office and not just entertain kids all day.
No, stop it.
Literally, you have real? Woody going like, is making children happy enough? Is that really, have I achieved nirvana?
Justin, don't ruin Toy
Has my
Story
entire existence been worthwhile? That's all it is. It's Woody sitting there having a midlife crisis. Toy Story 4
Toy Story party.
is Woody turns 40.
I had a Toy Story party.
And wonders if what he's done to amuse children. Do you remember when we had when the Green Ranger came to our birthday party at the house?
Yeah, we had a Power Rangers birthday party.
Oh, that was so legit.
And I had a Toy Story birthday party.
I had a pirate-themed birthday party once.
And it was so cool. So don't you dare ruin Toy Story, Woody. Ruin Toy Story. With your darn Woody's having a midlife crisis.
I will not.
Well, thanks everybody for listening.
I am so tired.
It's been fun.
Come hang out with us again sometime.
Go to Cravings. Tell them you want a soda fountain.
Go to Cravings. Buy a Mac. Watch Toy Story 4. Coming this fall.
See you next time.
Bye.